possible.
Be a part of their journey. Learn more today at USO.org.
Blues America is supported by Record High Vinyl Store in Phoenix, the place for serious music fans and vinyl collectors to find large quantities of first pressings, limited editions, box sets, audiophile, and vintage catalog, including blues, soul, jazz. They buy, sell, and trade, and offer vinyl cleaning and flattening service. Visit the store, located at 4242 East University Drive in Phoenix, or for more online at recordhighinphoenix.com. Like them on Facebook. Record High in Phoenix. Experience one of the last great record stores.
Hi there, I'm Joshua Redman. One of the great things about music is how it brings people together. Kids like to hang out, listen to music, and talk about what's happening on the music scene. And playing instruments and singing provides a way for young people to get together and interact in a cooperative and respectful way. Kids who play in school ensembles understand that every part has to work together for the result to be the magical art we call music. Your local school music program provides a golden opportunity for a child to experience the rewards of learning music. Why not pay a visit to the music teacher to find out what's going on? Get your kids involved with school music.
A PSA brought to you by the National Association for Music Education.
You wanted to be a teacher when you were little, but as you grew up, things changed. Teaching just didn't seem like the best option anymore, so you decided to become something else. But what would your 12-year-old self say? Interesting and innovative things are happening in teaching today, so it's time to put it back on your list. Don't try to convince yourself otherwise. You had it right the first time.
Find out how you can make more at teach.org. Make more. Teach. Brought to you by Teach and the Ad Council.
Damn right we got the blues. Blues America. Right now.
Pour some beer, grab a seat, and kick your feet up. It's Blues America. Blues at the break.
Your diamonds and you got your pretty clothes and the chauffeur drives your car. You let everybody know. Don't play with me, 'cause you play with fire. Your mother, she's an heiress, owns a block in St. John's Wood, and your father'd be there with her if he only could. So don't play with me, 'cause you're playing with fire. Diamonds and tiaras by the score. Now she gets her kicks in Stepney, not in Knightbridge anymore. Don't play with me, 'cause you're playing with fire. So don't play with me, 'cause you're playing with fire. watch your step, girl, or start living with your mother. Don't play with me, 'cause you're playing with fire. Don't play with me, 'cause you're playing with fire.
Promotional consideration for Blues America is provided by the Southwest Musical Arts Foundation, this station, and the listeners of public radio.
This is Paul Oshin, ladies and gentlemen, and you are listening to Blues. No, that's Chuck's. This is Paul Oshin, ladies and gentlemen, and you're listening to Blues America.
Headed down to the Chicken Shack. It's Blues America time.
If you just turn this thing on, let me tell you what you're doing. You're listening to Blues America with today's special guest, Whitney Shay. If you missed any part of the show or our live broadcast on your local community station, hit rewind on the streaming podcast available now at bluesamerica.com or on your mobile device using Google Play or iTunes. All right, Whitney, we are back, and that's Love's Creeping Up on You. It features Igor Prado. I definitely have got a bro crush on him. He's only one of the coolest guitarists on the planet. He's got the voice, the hair, the looks, the sound, the sunglasses. He's got it all.
I think so, too.
And, Whitney, that's one of my favorite songs on the album.
Yeah, he's a great guy. You know, it's funny, actually. Igor was the first musician I've toured with internationally. So this record, I'm really trying to get out into the international market and tour more. But I played the Doheny Blues Festival in 2015, and a friend of mine, Igor, and his band were staying at my friend's house, and he brought them to come see me. And then a couple months later, Igor said, "How would you like to come to Brazil and come, play?" And that was, we played this really giant festival in the south of Brazil, Caxias do Sul, and it was incredible to see all these musicians from Chile and Argentina and Brazil, and there's American musicians obviously at the festival as well, but doing blues music. I mean, especially when there was a jam session afterwards and they didn't speak English, but to hear them singing in English was incredible. And there's just this passion and excitement, and young people come out. I mean, that's the great thing about South America is I don't think that it's necessarily a love of just blues music, but it's music in general, and, just being out and going to festivals, going to party. I mean, South American and Brazilian people in general are really just excited about life and kind of much more, I think, into going out to party than, sitting at home watching their TV. So that was really fun. But Igor has become my good friend and collaborator, and we've worked together quite a lot. He just came actually to San Diego and played a festival with me in May, and then just recorded on this album. And then hopefully I'm going to be going out there again soon because I love going to South America.
Well, you're touring with Igor and you make an album with some all-star musicians, and that's making quite the statement. So tell us about this blues journey that you're on.
Yeah. Well, I guess I've kind of been spoiled from the beginning, I guess, a little bit. I started, so I did theater for a long time, and then I started kind of about, in 2009, I started singing jazz and blues, and I had a keyboard player, and through him I met some mutual friends, and one of them was Nathan James. Yeah, of course, playing with James Harmon and whatever. So I met James actually pretty early on, but Nathan was actually the one who introduced me to blues and rhythm and blues and kind of gave me the right stuff early on to listen to. So I met him really early in my career, and that kind of luckily steered me in the right direction. So I played with him for a little bit. I mean, just more like we did a couple little recordings here and there, but then I kind of established my own journey here in San Diego, and I have worked with Robin Hinkle, who's a great kind of Delta blues style guitarist here in San Diego, and met a lot of musicians, along the way, and just kind of, I guess, did the grind, played a lot of gigs here in San Diego, and I've kind of built up a pretty great reputation in town. So I think it's actually better that I did all the legwork now, and now at this point I'm kind of seasoned a little bit more, so that when this record, kind of debuts to the world, I guess, I'll hopefully, be able to bring my experience to a larger stage, so it's not like I'm just a newbie at this. So, but the blues is amazing, and I've been fortunate enough to work with some incredible musicians along the way, and the community is one of my favorite things. I mean, all those guys in the Bay Area, I kind of met them last May when I was up there recording at Graceland with my friend Neto Rockefeller, who's also another guy from Brazil, and I recorded on his album, and that's how I met Kid and Jim and Aki and all those guys, and so now they've become good friends of mine. So.
Yeah, and you're part of a pretty good blues scene there in San Diego. There's a lot of young talent. I love that Laura Chavez.
Yeah, Laura Chavez. Yeah, her guitar playing is amazing. Yeah, she's actually going to be playing on my CD release concert. So, and Candy Kane was here before she passed away as well. So we have quite a few. James Harmon lives here as well. So there's quite a good scene here in Southern California. And then, of course, if you go to LA, you've got people like Junior Watson and Kid Ramos, and so Southern California is a great place to live.
Yep. Now, you're clearly a beautiful young woman. Is that helping your career, or is that hurting it? I mean, clearly sex sells, but it also can hurt your credibility if people don't take you seriously. So how do you find that balance? Does being beautiful open doors or close doors?
That's a good question. It's funny that you say that, because I had a long conversation with one of my female friends years ago about this, because there was a conversation on Facebook that somebody said, like, oh, boobs will get you far for sure, just kind of like negating like women, and I said, and we were talking about this, and I said, what, the funny thing is that people don't realize, they want to like talk about, oh, she got far because she's beautiful or whatever, but what they don't realize is not only do women have to be beautiful, but they have to be talented, and they have to be nice as well. Like I said, a man could show up in flip-flops and jeans and be overweight, and it doesn't matter, you know what I mean? I mean, really, in this industry, and this, especially in our genre, a man can be whatever, but a woman, she's going to be nitpicked to death if she's not good enough, if